Okay folks, welcome back. This is your old pal Hondo doing another video for you fine folks on the ZEBCO 33 Max 2020 edition. We're gonna I'm gonna give you the pros and cons on this reel. Just my thoughts on from using this reel for about a month now. And why I like folks, it. Welcome back. We're gonna show you the two reels I got in front of you. This is just a size comparison to the regular ZEBCO 33, which is designed for 10-pound test, and the Max. The Max is an oversized version of the 33, and this is the 2020 version. As you can tell, it has a smaller hole, but this is what the last gen Max looked like. The design, body design. This is just a regular 33, but that's what the design of the last generation of Max looked like. Basically, they did come in the titanium version, and they came in with a few other body design was a lot different than the 2020 model. They did this was what replaced the 733 hawg for a few years, generations back. It became the Max. That's just a little bit of history. And then, you know, in the 70s they were also the 733 Boss hogs. They had an all-metal frame. You know, but these were highly prized for catching carp, catfish, and that's basically what I use it for. It comes with 20-pound tests, and it comes with a bait alert, 2 ceramic pickup pins, a spinner, a chrome spinner, and helical gear, high-speed gears, and a double handle crank. The reason why I got the other one out here is to show you what I liked about the old one and what I don't like about the new version. The old Max had a bigger hole, so this one has a smaller hole. But let's get into the review. Now, basically, I've used this for about a month, I guess, before January. It works great. The straight line drag is really positive. It doesn't move around a lot when you're trying to hand this, put this in your hand like this when you're reeling it in. What a straight line drag is it's like an interlocking disc drag that moves up when you tighten it, and it moves down with when you loosen it up. It's a good drag system. It's been used on ZEBCO since the 60s in different various forms of ZEBCOs. It's got a graphite body. It's okay. Bait alert, which is good for catfishing and carp fishing. It makes that noise and goes into reverse. Comes with 20-pound test Cajun Blue Bayou line. It's okay stuff. Now we'll get to the pros of the reel. It's 2:6-to-1 gear ratio is okay. It's not as fast as the 3:8-to-1 gear ratio on the regular standard model of ZEBCO. It gets the job done. It has oversized gears for powerful fish, unlike the ZEBCO 33, which grinds a lot if you try to catch a bigger fish like a channel cat. It makes it easier to reel a fish in. Carp, blue catfish, and I'd say a big giant flathead would push it, but you possibly could. It has an ambidextrous, another pro of the reel, it has an ambidextrous right to left handle crank, and the handle crank on this is a lot better than the last gen models. The handle crank, these were kind of flat and, you know, textureless. It was kind of hard to reel. I don't like that handle on that version. They're oversized and it works really good. I like that. The push button on it is oversized as well compared to the small push button on the last gen model, and it just makes it to where it's easier to push it. Another note with these kind of reels, if you're fishing in the winter time, you can wear gloves and cast and reel and cast. Unlike a spinning reel, a bait caster, you can't wear gloves. That's a plus about a closed bail reel or a bullet reel or a push button reel, is that you could use them in the winter time with gloves, where you can't do that with a spinning or a bait casting reel. That's why I use it, because we get a lot of snow here and it works good for that. Now, a con of the reel is that the hole is too small. You see right here in the 2020 version, the hole is too small. The hole in this is a lot wider, and the old Max had a wider hole. Now what that does is I have a problem sometimes when I'm casting that it won't cast very well. You know, it's on a rare occasion that it does that, but it does it. And it is kind of irritating every once in a while, and the line will get stuck underneath the spool every once in a while, but it's not too bad. If you pull enough of the line off, it's not too bad. And another con of the reel is the inside of this cover that's made out of plastic, and I still have that issue with this one. Instead of just being a metal cover, it's a plastic cover, and when you try to put this on, it's sort of a tight fit, and it's kind of irritating to get it on there and twisting it and taking it off. You know, that's another con of the reel. But right here is the brake on the spinner cone. It works really well. It's not like the old brakes, but it does work well. The spinner cone's well done. As you can see, it comes with 2 ceramic pickup pins. This reel, you cannot use braid with this reel. If you do, it'll tear up your spinner cone. So stick to monofilaments and you'll be okay. You want to take the spinner head off of this. You hold the handle down and twist it counterclockwise. But sometimes I bought a few of these reels. Where the spinner heads were loose, and when I went to use them out of the box, these spinner heads would come loose like that while you're fishing. So make sure when you buy a new reel, you tighten the spinner head up before you use it, because I've had these spinner heads fly off when I was fishing with them. You want to take the spool off of here. You just take this pin out right here, and you lower the drag down, and it should just come like right out. You know, you need to this here pin out, like, you know, it comes out fairly easy once you do that. It comes out easy like that, and you just take this all off of here. Plus I had the line stuck underneath there too, so it comes with a couple of washers right here. You know, it's got the main drag washer, which has got the teeth on it, and it has a little plastic washer and then another metal washer on top of that, and a plastic washer underneath it, and on top there's a plastic washer, but this has got plenty of grease in it. I'm not going to have to do much with it. So, but that's how the spool goes on and off. You just take it off and put it back on again. Take that drag knob off though. You have to take this little drag gear out. When you do that, when you're maintaining it, it should come out. But it has a standard drag washer set. Like I was telling you, that is the SLD drag. And we're going to try to get this back on. Okay, we got the pin back on, which is a pain in the butt to do, and I highly recommend you don't do it often, because trying to get it back on is a pain in the butt. Now you tighten it up like that, and you want to put the spinner cone back on like so. Hold the handle down and just twist her back on there, and she should go. Just make sure you give it, it's just on there just a little tight. You don't want it too tight. And you put the line back through the cover like so, and put it on there like this, and you think you're trying to do something, and then it just does not want to work. And click that little button to get this back on here somehow. It should go back on like that, and then you just twist that head back on there and just reel this nagging ass line in there. And there you go. It goes back on. Now if you want to get to the rear of the plate, you want to take this off here. Take a screwdriver, put it underneath the back plate. Back plate comes off like so. If you want to get to the rear of the gears, you have to take that spinner head off though if you want to get this these gears out. And like right here, once you take the back plate off, you can get to the center of the gears to pull them out. When you pull that cover off, once you pull the spool off, you can get to the gears and pull the pinion gear out right here. And then you push these two bushings out right here, and pull this little metal pin right out right there, and push this little bait clicker out of the way and pull that center gear out, and then pull that pinion gear out. And that's basically how you remove the gears for maintenance as well. And that's the Helix gear system. As you can see, it is all metal gears. It's not plastic gears. The only thing that's plastic holding this in is the frame of the reel, and that's it, and the bushings, which these can be super tuned. You can just take the old bushings out and replace them. And to put this back together, you put this back in like so, and you put this on in the back right here. Sometimes it wants to go on, sometimes it don't. It can be tricky to try to get this back on, but it goes right back on, and it's as simple as that to maintenance this reel. It's a lot easier to maintenance this. There's a lot less moving parts than a spinning reel. Well, folks, that's been the review and the pros and the cons of this reel that I like and what I don't like about the ZEBCO 33 Max. The small hole and the small hole is what I don't like about this reel. I think it's one of the main issues I have with it. Other than that, it's a good reel. I wish they had made a wider hole. Maybe ZEBCO could look into that. Other than that, it's a good reel. I hope y'all like the in-depth review and sort of a disassemble of the reel. This has been your old pal Hondo on another ZEBCO 33 Max review. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up. I recommend it. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's a decent reel for a kid or just bank fishing for catfish or carp. Get it. It's a great reel. It's been your old pal Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical Outdoors. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.